This is the perfect era and time to start cracking down on celebrity culture.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So Taylor Swift and Beyonce is being cancelled by the Swift fans and the Beehive fans. I find this really interesting and let's talk about it. So if you don't know what's going on, Beyonce and Taylor Swift, which are one of the biggest artists, well I say the biggest artists so far, they just ended up their world tour. And right now, their fans and people in all on social media are calling for them to boycott if they don't get Israel out of the list. So what is happening is that after their world tour, and which was a huge success for Beyonce and Taylor Swift, a movie is to be released about their tours. And Taylor Swift movies is, as already said, airing. And the list of countries that their movies will be aired in theater has been released. And Israel is one of them. And this did not sit well with a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people are speaking up and calling them to take Israel out of it, because Israel has to be out of it, because Israel can continue to do what they're doing to the Palestine, and then they're going to put money in Israel's pocket to support Israel's agenda to wipe the Palestine. So people are calling Beyonce and Taylor Swift out to cancel Israel out from the streaming of their movie, or they will be boycott, which I find is very, very interesting. I am very passionate about this type of thing, because I've spoken about the Palestine and the Israel stuff that is going on. I'm not going to call it a war, because it's not a war, it's a genocide, and there's only one oppressor here, okay? I find this very interesting that with all this that is going on, with all the noise a lot of us are making on social media, people like Beyonce and Taylor Swift that have such a huge following, that have such a privilege, a voice, they are saying nothing, they are not taking a stand. That's really saying a lot about them, not taking a stand. So I find this really interesting that even the Beehives and the Swifts are calling them out. Anyway guys, let's go hear people's thoughts on this, then we'll come back and talk.
Okay, so everybody knows that the Beyonce film is coming out on December 1st. Now, over on Twitter, everybody's in a pickle because they're like, why is she filming this movie in Israel? Now, keep in mind that asterisk means that tickets are not yet on sale for these territories. Now, although that asterisk still told people that tickets are not on sale yet, people clicked the link and they found out that they already had the featured theaters where the movie was going to show. And that's literally when Twitter went into an uproar. So this person had posted and said, I'm part of the Beehive. I love Beyonce with everything in me. But if she doesn't get her agency to pull her movie from Israel, then we're boycotting her too. She's not above genocide. Another person stated, Beyonce is literally never getting canceled. She could have stood on business and said, F Israel, I'm so disappointed. Now, a person below had commented and said, she spoke about how many political movements and endorsed many politicians, but shows her movie in and accepts money from an apartheid state. Wasn't she speaking up about Black Lives Matter not too long ago? Make it make sense, Giselle. Another person said, Beehive, y'all real quiet about Beyonce showing her film in Israel? Because honey, they on mute. Now, this person really just summed it up, and they said, let Beyonce have Israel on the list in the midst of what's going on, in the midst of what we've all been tweeting about for weeks, when we all know, because she made it obvious, that she's all up on Twitter. She did. She made it very obvious that she uses burner accounts. They said, let that end the celeb-obsessed culture for you. And I couldn't have said it better myself, because more and more every day, all of these celebrities and influencers or people with large platforms are being called out for not speaking up about genocide. Because whether you want to believe it or not, this is not political. It's literally about human lives.
As much as I hate to be the bearer of bad news, I actually hate the spread of misinformation even more. And unfortunately, Taylor Swift canceling all her showings of the Eras Tour movie in Israel was exactly that, misinformation. TMZ did a breakdown a couple hours ago about what the origin of this misinformation was and how it was essentially just a communication delay breakdown sort of thing. It says, come Monday, some were having technical issues and snapping up tickets for this week, and as a result, a frenzy started to ensue over the perceived halt. A lot of people started jumping to conclusions and speculating that Taylor and or her team had done this intentionally as a way to signal their stance on Israel-Palestine. As it turns out, we're told there's actually a third-party company that deals with posting Taylor's worldwide showtimes on her official Eras movie website, aka this isn't something she or her team deal with themselves. It's unclear what the holdup was in uploading this week's showtimes, but rest assured it was merely a delay on the third-party company's part. So basically, the movie just started showing in Israel last week, and I guess the third-party company just was a little delayed in uploading this week's showtimes, and everyone assumed that it was her making a statement when that wasn't actually the case. They also said, we did extra digging on this to make sure it wasn't just a pivot only after people noticed, because even while tickets in Israel were temporarily not available to the public on Taylor Swift's site, we confirmed you could still go to individual Israeli theater chains / sites and purchase tickets there. And of course, I went to Taylor's website myself just a few minutes ago and confirmed that there are showtimes in Israel this week. Taylor's silence before this was disappointing, not surprising, but still disappointing. It's an even worse look for her now. Now that people thought she actually did something and were praising her for it, only to find out that it was just happenstance and that she didn't actually do anything. In general, I think we should absolutely be moving beyond expecting billionaires to take the right stance on things, but that doesn't mean we should let up the pressure that we're putting on them to do the right thing, even if we don't expect that they will. We need to demonstrate just how displeased we are, and we need to continue to put the pressure on.
So I have many people ask me, is it possible to get a refund on their Renaissance tickets since they are not here for Beyonce being silent amongst the genocide happening? Looked through it. I went through the AMC website. Now you can, request a refund. Basically, you have to do it by email. This is on their website in regards to their FAQ asking, subject to exceptions for non-refundable event tickets, you can receive a refund before the printed showtime. You can request this refund online through the ticket section on your AMC Stubs account or your confirmation email. So I tried looking for that email. I couldn't find it. I went for the app and basically clicked on the thing online. I did that for the website too. It led me back to my previous purchases in 60 days, which is this right here. I wasn't able to click on it. I know it said it's non-refundable. I would honestly just say bombard their email, because honestly, they can't say no to you not wanting to support somebody who's not only silent on genocide, but deciding to make profits in the country carrying out the genocide. Hope this helps.
This is the perfect era and time to start cracking down on celebrity culture. Okay, I'm talking to myself and you guys as well, because these people don't care about you or me or our problems. They only care about making money, growing their businesses, exploiting us, and maintaining their super stupid wealthy lifestyles. Okay, that's what they care about. So apparently Taylor Swift is still continuing her movie to be shown in Tel Aviv in Israel, even though people thought that she wasn't because the website was not working or something. But yep, today, actually yesterday, Friday, people were able to buy their tickets for her movie in Israel. So it's people are gonna watch it over there. Can you imagine? We're in the midst of a genocide and you care about making your money. And even if she, it's just the insensitivity and the just not valuing human lives. And there's a genocide going on and you're going to do this. Also, even if you don't want to do it for the Palestinian people, but there's a conflict going on. No care in the world. We also have Beyonce. Yes, we are all diehard Beyonce fans as well, but she's also, her film is going to be in Israel. She's following Taylor Swift's footsteps because I guess now they're besties or they've been besties and we're just realizing that now. Anyways, these two are not also exempt from criticism and talking about their atrocities, because this is just outright disgusting to play your show to make money off of people in the middle of a genocide. How insensitive. There's no sensitivity chip with these people at all. So you guys call them out on all the other celebrities that are not valuing human life, basically. And also this is for us to be conscious that these people are not for us, and we need to be evaluating who do we give our money to, who do we care for, and who do we give our money to. Okay, just a food of thought.
Standing on business can be so hard, but it's part of the work that we have to do. And unfortunately, that means calling out some of our favorites, no matter how much we love them. Hi, my name is Robin, and I am back to stir the pot and give the news on the world and pop culture. If you don't know what you're looking at, this is currently the screening list for where the Renaissance World Tour, the movie, will be released, where you can purchase tickets to go see this. And Beyonce, why is Israel here? I'm going to read the tweet. It says, Beyonce is showcasing her film in Israel during an ongoing genocide. I hope you all have the same energy for her as you did other celebrities. She isn't absolved from criticism just because she's your fave. Disgusting. And please, do not get me mistaken. I am a part of the Beehive, but I also believe that celebrity is not above criticism when needed. And trust me, as someone who has been to the Renaissance concert, who is also possibly going to go see this movie, it would be very remiss of me not to say something. And like, I love Beyonce down, I really do, but why is she supporting Israel right now? Because not only is that money going to be bought and spent in Israel, she's also going to be profiting off of genocide. Like, this is extremely disappointing, and if she is truly showing her movie there and the money is going to be used to fund a genocide, then I will no longer be supporting Beyonce. Bae, I really wish you come out. Please make a statement, or at least take Israel off of the places where you are going to be showing your movie at. And release a statement about whether or not, you support the ceasefire, because you've been awfully quiet, you and Jay-Z. Like, I know you're the queen of music, but you're also the queen of black capitalism, so I'm hoping you say something, sis.
So, Beyonce is showcasing her film in Israel. I'm not gonna lie, I tend to not follow celebrities. I tend to not want to consume myself with their lives, and I really don't care at the end of the day, but Beyonce has been a celebrity that I followed since I was in diapers, and so this one really does hurt. But like someone stated in one of their TikToks that I saw, she actively showcases her support and solidarity to appeal to who she wants to appeal to. So don't watch the film, don't support her.
I don't know who runs this account, but this seems kind of significant to me. The Beehive typically is known for revering Beyonce as a deity in human form, no matter what she does. And there's often people that rush to say, oh, well, she does stuff in private, or she's not really public about politics. But to see a whole hashtag Beehive for Palestine TikTok account, and they've created actionable items and demands for Beyonce is notable. It's huge. It says, we urge Beyonce, Parkwood Entertainment, Ivy Park, and others associated to help the Beehive do the following. Put out a statement in support with the Palestinian people calling for an immediate ceasefire. Refrain from releasing Renaissance, a film by Beyonce in Israel. Refrain from selling C Noir perfume, Ivy Park, and other Beyonce merchandise in Israel. Refrain from doing business with companies that are helping to fund the genocide of the Palestinian people. Okay, a little BDS action here. And then they have directives for members of the Beehive during this time. Fellow members of the Beehive, we shall do the following as a community. Continue sharing, educating, and speaking out for the Palestinian people. Donate to causes for Palestine if you are able. I also want to note, be careful about the donations thing. I did see something on Plestia's account about scams and like hijacked accounts, or even just donations not being able to make it through. So I don't want to like hijack or speak over anything, but I have just seen more people saying, call your reps and email your reps for a ceasefire. The last one is get involved with the BDS movement to learn about relevant boycotts. This movement works to end international support for Israel's oppression of Palestine. And they even share the BDSmovement.net website. Share this on every platform you can. Hashtag Beehive for Palestine. Guys, this is amazing. It's also amazing because it's coming from the Beehive itself. So it isn't a situation where someone outside of the Beehive is criticizing Beyonce and the Beehive is coming to her rescue. It's the Beehive themselves saying, hey girl, we love you. We're not here to tear you down, but like, this is what we expect from you. And like, this is how you need to show solidarity. And we as a Beehive community need to show solidarity. Because I will say the promo for the perfume, the promo for the film feels very icky and inappropriate, for lack of a better words, because of the silence about the the ceasefire, about the genocide, about the liberation of Palestinian people. Anyway, I'm hoping this catches on like wildfire.
Attention Beehive and Swiftie fans. That's Taylor Swift and Beyonce fans. I would just like to let you know that your woman billionaire icons are showing their movies in Israel. And in the case of the Swifties, it's been debunked. They are still playing the movie in Israel, despite what Swifties have been saying on here. And it's just so interesting, right? Both of these women have not referenced Palestine in any way, shape, or form. And both of these women are still playing movies of theirs in Israel. Now I know normal people are like, well, duh, they're billionaires. Why are you surprised? But this is more so for the Taylor Swift fans and the Beyonce fans. They're not feminist icons. They are not representation for queer people. They do not care about brown people. They both care about what will get them the most money and the most views. You gotta cut Beyonce out of your diet. You gotta cut out Taylor Swift as well. Until these women say anything, and I can bet that they will not, stop supporting them. Stop listening to their music. Don't buy the new albums. Don't look forward to the new albums. Like, come on. Come on. Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself.
What would do it for me to be like, these people are oppressed?
The comments under Beyonce's film trailer. That's what does it for me. They got rid of their regular green screen, I think. So this is what we're working with right now. There's a lot of people in the comments that are, calling for her to remove the film from Israel, as she should, and are pro-Palestine, but I'm seeing a lot of comments like this as well. And the fact that you have the ability and the privilege to say things like this, I'm excited to see the Renaissance World Tour film in Israel. You're going to go see a film. You're going to go see a film. That lets me know everything I need to know. You're going to go see a film. That's what you're excited for in this season, as people are literally being slaughtered. One group of people is excited to go see a movie. Another group of people is excited because their shelter that they're staying in didn't get bombed last night. They're excited because they just seen a relief truck pull up. And you're excited to see a movie?
And guess who's known about it for at least 7 years and still has said nothing? Irreplaceable? You think. So did you guys know that back in 2016, there were calls for both Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez to stop their shows in occupied Palestine? And here's an article that I got from Al Jazeera, because we all know the Western media ain't gonna tell us this. Al Jazeera contacted the management teams for both artists and is yet to receive a response. And they never received a response, and that was 7 years ago. But guess who had a change of heart? Jenny from the Block, as well as some artists like Drake and Adam Lambert, are calling for a in occupied Palestine. And Al Jazeera dragged Queen Bee for her complicity. The Palestinian American author Randa Jarrar and the author and activist Shay Gossett pleaded with the African American celebrity on social media not to bring her Formation tour to occupied Palestine. You guys remember what Formation is about, correct? Guys, Beyonce been knowing about this. We have a poster here from X saying, "I'm wondering if Black Lives Matter will urge Beyonce to cancel her concert as a reminder that Black Lives Matter met with activists from Palestine." In Beyonce's case, many criticized what they called hypocrisy, as the African-American celebrity's latest song and accompanying video for Formation references racial inequalities and the Black Lives Matter movement.
Watching Swifties for Palestine and Beehive for Palestine, watching Taylor and Beyonce's fans, at least a significant portion of them, not nearly enough, but watching their fans rally in support of Palestine while their goddesses stay silent is so deeply, deeply troubling. Like, the fans are speaking up and using their voices in the name of their respective goddesses, and the goddesses are doing it's really just time to divest from celebrities. It really is just time to stop platforming and bankrolling the ruling class, because their art is getting more and more diverse from their personal politic, and I just can't reconcile.
Another edition of Birds of a Feather do indeed flock together. As the public has spoken and we have marched in the streets for a month straight, begging for a ceasefire, using our small platforms like me to do anything that we can, the most powerful continue to stay silent. Everything has changed, and we will never forget. Please do anything that you can, because some people are busy protecting their bag over protecting children. Are you okay with that? Free Palestine. Boycott.
And another thing about Israel, so it was in the news that Taylor Swift might have pulled her movie from theaters there. She didn't. But beyond that, they have movie theaters that are safe to go to, that people still go to in Israel, Tel Aviv. And the argument was, will Taylor Swift pull her movie or not? Look beyond that. They have movie theaters that they're going to. Like, who's the bad guy in this war? Because on one side you're seeing dead kids, on the other side you're seeing people go to Taylor Swift movies.
This is a video for the Beehive or Beyonce, so if you're not a part of the Beehive or Beyonce, just skip this video. Hi Beehive, bees, girls, what do we call each other? Please tell me, because I live here in Denmark. Even Beyonce skipped Denmark for her tour. There isn't a lot of die-hard Beyonce fans as I am here in Denmark, so I don't know, what do we call each other? One of the reasons that I actually joined TikTok about a month ago was to seek out the Beehive and join them. Like, be with you guys and all of the things that I hope we do on this app. This is my Spotify Wrapped from last year. As you can see, I was like, yeah, I was on 0.05 top % of Beyonce's listeners. So I'm a part of you guys. Please adopt me. But I'm making this video because it has come to my attention that the queen is going to screen her tour, her fantastic, joyful, amazing tour in Israel right now, like soon, when Israel right now is at war with the Palestinians and killing them. So on the other side of this very small country, there is going to be a big Beyonce party. My heart cannot handle that. It makes no sense. So please tell me if it's true, and can we get the queen to do better?
Another hat hangs slowly, child is slowly taken.
People are already defending her and saying it has an asterisk next to it, and the tickets haven't gone on sale yet. Are we boycotting everything and everyone, or she's probably going to be an exception to the rule? We will see.
I'm going to be totally honest. I don't plan on watching that movie if Beyonce remains silent, because there's no such thing as neutral right now. Remaining silent means you're taking the side of the oppressor. And for someone who has capitalized off of liberation, freedom for all people, it's disappointing that when you have a moment to actually speak up and fight against these same systems that you've capitalized on, you remain silent. I really hope there's still time. I really hope she says something, or else I'm not going to watch that movie and I will never support again. I don't plan on watching that movie if Beyonce remains silent, because there's no such thing as neutral.
Oh baby, Miss Queen Bee is not silent. She sided with the oppressor. We knew this would happen. She's literally a billionaire. When we say eat the rich, we do indeed mean her. And as much as I know we like to think that Beyonce is one with the Black community, she does not give a about us. She has left the realm of normal and average since the beginning of Destiny's Child. As spited artist, she has used her money and power and privilege in ways in which we often do not recognize as bad simply because of our bias towards her. The reality we have to interact with is that no matter how much an artist tries to stand by your community in a way that is artistic, as if it's not political, if it's not committed in politics and praxis, it literally doesn't matter. We can sing that she's with us, and we can feel compelled by it, but she's literally done nothing for the Black community when it comes to real political stuff. It's always been art and nothing more. She's a billionaire. She can do a lot. And she chooses not to. And this translates with how she's showing her movie in Israel. That's what happens when it's shown in Israel. She collects money, of course. And then also the government collects money. And then the government uses that money for their military program, which is bombing kids in Palestine. It's literally not rocket science. She knows this, we know this, and we all know where the money's gonna go. So if we're boycotting everything that's sending money to Israel, what do y'all think we have to do to Beyonce? I'm just saying, because I know you girls are not gonna listen to reason when it comes to this one. I know you're not. The reality is, just as mad as y'all were about Amy Schumer and Selena Gomez and Tyler James Williams and Tyler Perry, the same way we have to be mad about Beyonce. No matter how much you freaking love her, I don't care. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Genocide matters more.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about these conversations down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. I find this conversation very interesting because I've been following this Israel-Palestine thing that is going on, and I'm not going to call it a war because I don't see it as a war. It's one group oppressing the other group, and this is a genocide. So I'm not going to call it a war like everybody's saying. It's not a war, because if ever there was a war, they would not even be on the list. So if Israel is at war, why could they be theater like the other brother said? Like, they claim they are in a war. They claim, oh, Hamas is coming for them, but yet theaters are open for them to go watch Beyonce and Taylor Swift movie. Why in Gaza, Palestinian kids are being alive. So I don't see it as a war. But one thing is that I feel like I like the kind of conversation we're having, even the Beehive, trying to hold the Queen accountable for her actions. Like, fans need to start holding celebrities to accountability for them to own up to their actions, because you can't keep doing things like this, keep enriching people that are committing atrocity towards humanity and keep putting money in their pocket. And that shows who you are as a human. You supporting somebody that could do this to another human being. Like the other sister said, let's even leave the whole war thing, but the fact that this group of people are trying to wipe an entire existence of people, and you did feel like you can still do business with them, you can still relate with them, like, that really says a lot. I feel like a lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people in power are not really getting it, thinking like, oh, people are beginning to speak to themselves, or beginning to get information first, and we're knowing the real deal. A lot of us didn't even know the Israel and the Palestinian, what it was until recently. So a lot of information has been going around, and we know the real deal. So you should do the right thing. The fact that it will even, because some people will say, oh, Beyonce is not in charge of the listing of the countries that's going to air a movie and all that. They must have run through it. Yes, there can be a third-party company that does all the organization of the movies being shown and all that. But definitely, she must have run through the names of where a movie is going to be shown. She may not be 100% hands-on on it, but she has sought through the name, including Taylor Swift. And like, oh, fine, Israel can be there. The fact that immediately you saw Israel on the list and could not say, you know what, get it off the list, or even let's say the list was already made before this whole Israel-Palestine thing restarted again, which we've seen that this is not the first time they're calling them to cancel their show, their art in Israel, but some of them will still go on to do it. The fact that, okay, let's even say on this aspect that the show already started, they already listed Israel to be part of the countries to show the movie. Now, that should be the first thing you should do immediately. These genocide start going on, and take it off the list. So the fact that we're even seeing it, they post it on social media for us to see Israel as part of the country too. Like, for me, I just feel like lots of the celebrity really things like they can get away with it. I would say now they might get away, but the more people keep getting involved and more people keep getting informed and knowing their power as the people and understanding that some of these billionaires don't care about us, but yet we are the ones that will put our money in their pocket. We are the ones that's going to break the bank just for us to support them, and yet they will not support a cause that supports humanity. That says a lot, a whole lot. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. But please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way, okay? Go ahead and share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see. And that will be you supporting your girl. With that all said, guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.